Okay. Says we're live. We're live. Okay, got it. Got it. Got it. Okay,
Yay.
good morning. Good morning, everyone. Hello. Okay, well, I'm not in my office. I'm at a flower shop today. I'm just going to give you a quick little tour. I don't know if you can see anything. Probably not. It's a
Well,
little
there's just a
crazy.
slight delay when you do a tour, so just so that you're aware.
It's a little crazy around here.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, you know what? It's Love Day.
It's
So I'll
love
just
day, and it's really blurry because your camera can't keep up with you walking, honey.
Okay, well then I will not do that.
You can do a video after and just post it. How's that?
Okay,
There, now you're back because it knows
there
what
we
to
go.
focus on.
Okay, yay.
Well, good morning, greetings, hello, salutations, happy love day, as my partner said. We
Yeah.
are all in alignment with Anita A, Cheryl V, your stress reduction gurus, coming to you live on Valentine's Day. Like,
Yeah.
wow, how does that work that it's on a Friday? You think restaurants are normally busy on Valentine's Day? I hope you have a reservation.
Yeah, it's going to be a busy
It's
weekend.
going to be a busy weekend, is correct. Cool. Well, we always come live on Fridays and we talk about whatever comes up from the Feng Shui Personal Paradise card deck by Tara Catherine Collins. I've had one card come out already, and I'm going to continue to shuffle. Do you want to start talking about the one card that came out?
Well, we can. Yeah, I just want to say that I usually have glasses on like my partner so that we can look through our feng shui eyes. But
Yes.
I had my heart ones set out this morning and somehow they didn't make it in my purse. So, anyways,
And you're not home, so it's kind of hard to go grab them.
it is. It's correct and continue. And yeah, so usually we get three cards. And the first one I think that came out was
Number
what was it?
26, family room.
Family room. Aw. So just the word itself, family room, and that it's on Love Day, right?
Yeah.
Says make some room for family, right?
Hmm.
Family room. So that doesn't mean it's the catch-all room. It's the throw the toys in the room. That's not a toy room. It's a family room. And yesterday, Cheryl and I did a couple of teaching sessions for the Calgary Board of Education. And we were talking about digital clutter.
Hmm.
And there was a lot of feedback when it came to people having a conversation. So if you're having a conversation with your family in the family room, quite often, they have these little devices with them called cell phones. And there are little notifications going off ping, 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 ping. And so we asked our participants yesterday, we asked, how does that make you feel? And people said, you know what? It made them feel not valued. It made them feel not respected. It made them feel not important. There was a whole list. And one person
Yes.
said that she was the one who always had her phone going ping, 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 and she felt embarrassed. And so again, we had a mindful discussion about having that respect, setting
Mhm.
some time aside. And I think that's perfect that that family room card came up
I agree.
because it is. It's a place where that's where you can go and have a conversation. That's where you should be able to go and just kind of relax after a long day. Maybe you want to watch TV or something, and that's fine. But just be aware of where your focus or your attention or your energy is going. And how does it make you feel if you're having family time and three other people have their phones going ping, 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 ping? right? How does
Or
that?
their face buried in the phone.
Right, exactly. So it's about, and I mean, it's perfect. Today is the love day. Love day is all about loving yourself, having respect for the ones that you love as well. So if you're spending any family time today, we would encourage you to turn off those cell phones, turn them off for 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Just have a conversation. Hmm.
Well, it's entertaining because two cards flew out, hit the floor face down.
Yep.
And the second card that flew out, and you can't make this up, is the number 49 card, Love and Marriage.
Oh, yeah.
And number 43, House Cleansing and Blessings.
Mm.
Now, a friend of mine received this amazing gift the other day, and I know this is exactly why this card came up.
Yeah, probably. Because
Oh,
I can house cleanse and bless for decades.
yes, you
I got
can.
lots of incense. Yeah.
Oh, so too funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you are joining us, and I apologize, I've got so many things open on my computer, I can't do Facebook and look at it at the same time, and Anita's on her phone. So thank you for joining us. We will acknowledge you afterwards independently. When I made our post this morning earlier about Valentine's Day, I said we were going to talk a little bit about bedrooms, and maybe it's your bedroom blocking some energy. But I also suggested that because Anita and I are part of Empowerography Live 2025 coming up in March, we have some tickets to give away. And
Oh.
on that post, we've asked you to comment, I love my space. The whole month, in case you hadn't noticed in our posts, the whole theme is about loving our home, loving our space, and loving ourselves. It's the love month. Today, if you're watching us live or hashtag replay, to get entered into the draw for those tickets, we want you to type in or comment, I love myself.
Hmm.
Because only when we love ourselves can we love others fully.
100%. 100%. And there are so many things going on in our environment that
Yes.
are anchoring and supporting that self-love.
Mhm.
And we are also in the middle of our 21-day decluttering program again for the second time this year. And, bringing that awareness to some of those possessions that are in disrepair, right?
Yes.
That is not loving yourself.
No.
That is settling. That's making do. That's, it's a
Tolerating.
low tolerating. Yeah. And so again, in our home environment, we have that opportunity to look around with our feng shui eyes and say, where in my home is it reflecting self-love? Where in my home is it reflecting love, in the family room, right? Do people feel welcomed and loved when they come in the family room? And again, that love and relationship card, wah, on
Yeah.
Valentine's Day. Yeah. And Valentine's Day isn't all about that intimate relationship. It
No.
is absolutely about the love yourself and
Absolutely.
where can you show some love, right? Can you show some love to yourself by just making your bed every day? What does that do? Does that make you feel good? I mean, there's just so many ways. Um,
Absolutely. This morning as I was getting ready, I just looked at myself in the mirror and started telling myself how much I loved myself.
aw.
I've been doing that for years, so it's easy now, but it wasn't easy when I first started.
Mhm.
So at one point in time today, I'm going to encourage you to stop for a minute. Maybe it's while you're washing your hands or before or after you've brushed your teeth.
Mhm.
You wear glasses, take your glasses off and look at yourself in the mirror. Look at to yourself in your eyes and say, I love you. You're amazing. You're
Mm.
creative. And see how that feels. Don't rush through it. Feel how that feels to tell yourself, I love you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've never done this before, it may feel really strange. You might even cry. Just warning you.
Well, and
Such a beautiful experience.
it's about loving all parts of yourself, right? Just as it is loving all parts of your home,
Hmm.
right? You can't just love, I love my bedroom, right? You can't just love your bedroom and then ignore and disrespect the family room or the
Exactly.
garage or underneath the stairs or the closet or whatever. It's a holistic approach, just as my partner says, loving yourself. You can't look in the mirror and say, I love you. And then 5 minutes later say, oh my God, look at those hips. Like I hate my hips, right? Yeah, it's the whole. You got to love the whole package. You know, you can't just love this and then not love other parts of it because your body is always listening
100%.
and your body is always feeling, right? So your body's always listening to the words that you speak, but your body is always feeling that frequency that is mirrored or being reflected in your home environment. So that self-love, that love and relationship, that all of those, it's all a holistic approach.
It is a holistic approach. And here's one thing that I've come to learn over my years on this planet this time around. I'm sure I learned it every other time around, but
Yep.
this time around, that the most influential voice that you hear is your own. It's that self talk, it's all that chatter that goes on up here. If you were to verbalize all of that out loud, how many times a day do you think you're being encouraging to yourself? Or how many times a day do you think you've called yourself some not so nice things? And when we become aware of those times, that's when we can make a shift. That's when we
Hmm.
can make a change, which is bonus because
Hmm.
that's when things start to shift, right? That's where awareness sets in. I tried hot yoga the other day. My neighbor invited me for a free class. And I can tell you, today I'm pretty stiff in several places. And I know when I was doing some of those poses, the I can't do this voice spoke a lot. And I'd catch myself and go, do what you can.
Hmm.
Do the best you can at this moment. You haven't been in a yoga pose in decades. Do you think you really should be able to mimic the instructor who does this for a living?
Probably not.
Right? Let's cut ourselves some slack and give ourselves some credit for doing the best we can in the moment.
Hmm.
That's how you love yourself. That's how you encourage yourself. So let's talk a little bit about the number 43 card, house cleansing and blessings. We just talked about some internal house cleansing.
Hmm.
Let's talk about the physical house cleansing and blessings, my friend.
Well, and
Your amazing
again,
little gift.
house cleansing and blessing. And I know you have often said it, Cheryl, just dusting is is cleaning, it's clearing energy. It's taking that stagnant. So just dusting, moving 29 things around is a form of, house cleansing and blessing. There's so many ways. It doesn't always have to involve, sage or
Right.
salts or, any of those kind of practices, although you can do it. And yes, I just received an amazing gift from a friend who had traveled to Vietnam. And I got this huge bundle of incense.
Isn't that
And
beautiful? What a
it
great
was
gift.
so beautiful. And there were some new fragrances that I'd never heard of that I had to kind of look up, right? And when you think about probably all religions or all faiths or whatever, there have always been some forms of ritual, right?
Hmm.
There have been some ritual or practices that they have done. I remember back in the Catholic Church, at Easter time and those kinds of things, the
Yep.
priest would go around with the incense.
Mhm.
And every Sunday, the little altar guy, he rings the bells. That's clearing the energy. They've
Mhm.
been doing it all along.
Yep.
So it's not woo-woo stuff, people. And it's a good practice to get into. Today, light a candle. That helps to clear some stagnant energy.
Mhm.
Maybe burn some incense if you're up to that. Maybe do some dusting, turning on the music, right? Turning on some upbeat music that is inspirational or, even just some operatic
Mhm.
music is beautiful. That's going to help to clear the energy, the space. And just think about that. How does that make you feel when you turn on
Mhm.
the music or a song comes on the radio in your car and you start bebopping,
Flopping.
right? You start, right? You start, I was doing that this morning on my drive here.
Nice.
I was singing in the car, because it's like, oh, I like that song. And yeah, and it just kind of lifts you up and makes you feel good. That's
Exactly.
house cleaning and, house clearing and blessings.
Well, we've talked about self-love today, so let's talk about this house cleaning and blessings. Because it's the same. It's that holistic approach. What we do for ourselves, we do for others. So Anita and I have learned quite a bit from, and I want to give her a shout out, Amy Jo Ellis. And
Yeah.
oh my goodness. So today in her email that I received, it's about cleansing ourselves, our energy. And the question that was posed to her was how many times a day should we clean our own energy? What a fantastic question. And her response is, well, have you been out amongst people? Have you been at the hospital? Have you been at a restaurant? Have you been at a bar? Where have you been? Because energy surrounds us all the time. Have you walked through a space where you could feel the energy that you could cut like a knife because someone had just had a disagreement? So note to yourself that the house cleansings and the blessings we can do for ourselves as well. I know when I do incense in my office, especially, I start with me because I'm the one bringing the energy into the house. I'm the one coming into my office the most. So where is that energy coming from and going to? Often in our society, it's talked about we'll have a shower every day or a shower every couple of days. Well, we can't live our lives in the shower. But how can you cleanse your energy? Well, that's intention.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
can
you
say,
can deliberately clear and seal the space in my personal auric field so that
absolutely.
when I go about my day, everyone that I am in contact with you'll have this beautiful exchange of energy because
Mhm.
our auric field, if we were to measure it,
Bigger than
goes
us.
out at least 9 feet. Okay, so your personal energy is bumping with how many people? Just
Hmm.
think of that 9 foot radius. And so you have an opportunity to again intentionally send out some love, right? Just say
Absolutely.
today I'm putting myself in a little love bubble and everyone who comes in my auric field is going to feel some of that love.
Mm.
Hmm.
And understand because we talk about everything is energy. You can't hide clutter behind a closet door because energy doesn't hide. Well, consider this. If you spend a lot of time watching TV and what you're watching is of a lower vibrational energy,
Hmm.
what do you think is affecting you? How do you think that's affecting you? And then you leave that space and take your energy out into the world or out into other areas.
Hmm.
It's also affecting those spaces. So, as Anita said, when we can put ourselves in a beautiful bubble of love and light, when we're bumping into other spaces, a little bit of that's rubbing off. And
100%.
that's how one person can shift the energy in a space of hundreds.
Hmm.
And I'm going to guess if you're watching us, just type in the chat or in the comments section that you've experienced that. Good or bad, one person's energy can change an entire space of hundreds of people.
Hmm.
We've
Yeah.
witnessed it on stages, right? You can have a speaker come on a stage, or a singer, or a musician, or a preacher, and it can completely shift the entire space, the entire building of people.
Hmm. Yep.
That's the importance of energy, people. And
Hmm.
it all starts right here,
Hmm.
right with ourselves. Man, we
Well,
went from, go
hmm
ahead, go ahead.
because it is the, the love day, and that
Mhm.
card, love and relationship, came up.
Yeah.
I really would be curious to know what's showing up for you in your love and relationship area of your home. So if you're
Okay.
standing in your front doorway, your architectural doorway, and you're coming into your home, and if you put your right hand out, shake it all about, what is in the far right area of your home?
Hmm.
And what is it reflecting back to you? Is it reflecting back that self-love, that you love your house, that you love your family? Maybe that's where your family room is. What's it saying? What's it
Hmm.
saying back to you? So put on your feng shui eyes, take a look there. Let us know in the comments, because that would be kind of fun
It
to
would be.
know. And then whatever's being reflected back, then we want you to go to that internal place and say, okay, how is that showing up in my world? You know?
Mm.
So if it's, cluttered and chaotic, is there chaos showing up in your personal world? If it's an area that's beautifully aesthetically pleasing and you love to go there, how does that showing up in your world? Do you have loving relationships with the people around you? Just kind of put the two and two together and see what you come up with.
Absolutely. And I want to, because these are Tara's cards. And what I love about these cards, she always has enhance to. So if you want something, enhance
Hmm.
to and enhance with. And I want to read a couple. So enhance to attract or improve a romantic relationship. Enhance to enrich self-love and self-esteem. Enhance to strengthen the attributes of love and receptivity. Enhance with artwork portraying love and romance, arrangements of paired items such as candles or
Flowers.
flowers.
How about some flowers? Yeah.
Enhance with mementos and photos from romantic experiences. Enhance with reds, pinks, and whites. Enhance with books and quotes on receptivity, self love, and romantic love.
Yay.
So that's giving you a few ideas if that space, like Anita had just talked about, when you put your hand in that right hand, far right hand area of your home, and you can do that in every room you walk into, see what's there. And if you want more self love, if you want a romantic partner, what can you enhance with to help invite that energy in? And that
Hmm.
will help anchor that belief, that energy, that wish in a holistic approach.
Mm-hmm.
Love it, love it, love it. Okay,
100%. Okay. Let's do
let's
the
talk
numbers because
numbers.
I gotta get back
Yes,
making some bouquets of flowers
absolutely.
for all those
So
lovely love people that are coming today.
the door, I'm sure, is on a constant
The
open,
the
close.
door, the phones. Yeah, there's
Yes,
like 8 phones around here going ring, ring, ring.
no kidding. Okay, so everything totaled a 20, a 2
Ah,
and a 0. And I actually want to say, we talked about this last week, but don't quote me on that. I know two's come up recently. It might not have been last week. The 2 represents cooperation, diplomacy, emotions carried in the core of our foundation, soft hearts.
mm.
And for my friend and everyone she's working with today, a strong degree of patience.
I
And
think
of
so.
course, that's from Double Digitology, Marilyn Harper, Joy Roby. The 0, that's source. Whoops.
Hmm.
That's source. That's you. That's your connection. So your foundation connected to source is all about love. Love, love, love.
Love is the answer.
It is
Always,
so.
always, always has been, always will be.
Yes,
So,
it will.
happy Love Day, everyone. Happy Love Day, my partner. And I'm
Yes,
going to get back to work.
absolutely. Thank you all for joining us. We will see you next week.